Good morning, foodies. I'm going to show you exactly what I've been putting in my smoothies lately, some options that I put in, and we're going to taste test another Vega 1 flavor this morning. So I'm just going to use my Nutribullet. I've been using that a lot lately. It's been making the perfect size. I haven't been making my smoothies quite as big, so filling this blender cup up is perfect. First, we're going to start out with some almond milk, and I got this last night at Sprouts on sale, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. Also, for anybody who cares, it says it is carrageenan free, non-GMO project verified, and certified vegan. And this one is the unsweetened. Because they were having a sale, they had unsweetened and they had the almond walnut available, and I didn't really want to try the almond walnut because I tried a walnut one before and it wasn't really my favorite, so I'm going to stick with this one. I don't have a set amount that I measure out that I pour in, I just kind of eyeball where I want it to go. A lot of times lately I've actually been adding about half almond milk and half water. I just didn't do that today. Alright, now you can actually see the cup. Usually next, if I'm assembling this to make it the night before, I'll add the liquid and then I'll add all the powders and stuff. But when I'm making it at home, like fresh first thing, I add the bananas first and then put the powder on top so the powder doesn't stick to the side of the container quite as much. We're going to start with 2 very ripe, yummy bananas. Sometimes I add 3, it just depends on the size of the banana. The ones that my husband found lately, these organic ones, have been pretty huge, so they're actually probably the size of like 3 medium bananas. So this is 2 like large or extra large bananas. And I don't need to break it up to put it in the blender cup because the Vitamix because the Nutribullet can't handle it. I just break it up a little bit so everything fits in there a little bit better because I usually shove this thing fairly full. And I need it to be able to close. Next, I'm going to add in some oats. I just keep my oats. I buy the oats in bulk from Costco, and then I just have this old protein powder container that I fill up. And I also keep all my old protein powder container scoops because they're great scoops to use for portioning out stuff. Like my oats, for example. I think this is like not quite a quarter of a cup. I think this is 3 tablespoons. And I use 2 scoops of that. So 6 tablespoons, which is like right between a quarter of a cup and a half a cup of oats. I have some other scoops here from other stuff. It's just handy to have extra measuring cup type things around, and if you ever buy stuff in bulk, it's kind of nice to have these to have scoops and everything. Okay, today I'm going to go ahead and keep it simple, and I'm just going to have my almond milk, my bananas, my oats, and then I'm going to try this Vega 1. I'm going to try the chocolate flavor this morning. Typically I would add also some of my maca powder in there, but when I'm trying a new flavor, I like to just kind of have that flavor pure and see if I like it before I start adding a bunch of stuff to it, because I don't want to waste my money on something that I have to mask the flavor of. So we'll just toss all that in there. Smells good. Smells good. Now add-ins. What other add-ins for flavor am I talking about? I do cinnamon. And I also do peppermint extract. Those are my 2 go-to add-ins for flavoring. Go ahead and pop the lid on. And we'll blend her up. Oh, you'll see how the powder sticks to the side of this a little bit. So what I'll do before I blend it is I'll shake it up a little bit. And I know the Nutribullet will get most of it, but some of it does kind of stay plastered to the side. So I find if I shake it up a little bit, it helps everything get combined just a little bit better. There we go. That's pretty good. Alright, let's blend this up. that's it. Probably about 30 seconds or so of blending. Let me just go clean off the blade. Alright, I also forgot to mention the other fruit that I like to use besides bananas are these wild blueberries from Trader Joe's. I'll add those into something that has more of a plain protein powder in it, or sometimes if I don't have protein powder, I just don't want any. Blueberries are awesome. For some reason these ones are, not just these ones, but any blueberries I've ever gotten have been very sweet, and I haven't really had to add much to it to make it taste good. But when I'm trying out a new protein powder for the first time, like I said, I like to keep it simple, just some almond milk and some bananas. Good morning in all my just got up glory. I moved you up here so you could see me a little bit better. It smells like a pretty routine chocolate protein powder smoothie. So let's give it a taste. I still like the natural better. So far I'm finding that anything that has a flavoring put in it, so the coconut almond and now this chocolate, I seem to taste the stevia more in it than the natural. The natural is fairly neutral. I mean, you can tell there's a protein powder in there, but I don't really have any funky aftertastes or flavors or anything like that. And like I said, all of these protein powders I think pretty much have the same statistics. So I don't believe that any one flavor adds any more benefit than the other just to have, but that it just adds flavor. The first taste you get is a chocolate banana smoothie, and then you get that little bit of aftertaste. So I might try to find another chocolate one that I like, so in case I want chocolate occasionally. But if I'm only going to have the chocolate occasionally, this isn't too bad of an option. But there's so many brands of protein powder out there that I have so many choices. I just particularly like the Vega one. Not the other Vegas, but the Vega one, because it has so many of your vitamins and everything in it. It's basically like taking a vitamin, like a multivitamin. And especially those days that you may not be eating quite as well, you're gonna get like a ton of your nutrients just in your morning smoothie. And on top of your vitamins, the Vega one also has greens in it. It has 6 servings of greens in it. So you're gonna get your protein, your greens, your vitamins, your minerals, your fiber, your omega, antioxidants, and it has probiotic in it too, and they have maca in it as well. So I just like the Vega one because it's literally like an all-in-one, which I believe is why they call it that. Oh yeah, right there it says that, all-in-one, ha ha ha. No, I am not sponsored. I just like the stuff in it. So if you guys want, if you have other vegan protein powders that have similar goodness going on as far as getting, you know, 50% of your daily vitamins and all the other stuff that I mentioned, go ahead and leave that in the description box below, and if I can get samples, I will go ahead and try them. So far, the Vega one is the one that has been working out for me. I've been noticing a difference. Makes me feel good, makes my digestion feel good, and I also noticed that the maca powder is working for me as well. I've had a little bit more energy, so I'm just going to keep up with both of those two and see how they go. Again, if you're seeing this before March 16th, check out Sprouts if you have a Sprouts, because their vegan protein powders are 35% off. And I also forgot to mention, Jen from Plant-Based Cheapskate reminded me that in addition to the 35% off, when you spend when you spend $25, you get an additional $5 off. So last night, my big tub, this big tub of Vega one is normally, I believe, $69. It was on sale for $42, and then I got an additional like $8 off because of the buy 25 get 5 off. So it ended up only being, what would that be, $34? So half price. The protein powder was half price, and if you guys buy Vega one, obviously I just told you, but you know how expensive it is, and that big tub is 22 servings. So for me, that's a month's worth because I don't have smoothies every morning. So when my husband gets paid, because, you know, we just paid rent, I'm actually going to go back and buy 2 more tubs of that as long as I'm still loving it by then. So that's in another week. I'm gonna buy 2 more and just be stocked up for the next several months, and have only paid just over $100 for 3 of those instead of $210 for 3 of them. So that's a pretty damn good deal. So again, check out your sprouts. Okay guys, I will stop rambling now. Thank you so much for checking out my smoothie video, checking out my taste test of the chocolate Vega one, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.